Alright, so here we have the gun truck promoted. Lumber mill is ready to be opened. Factory, or vehicle factory, is level 9. Got the mirrors, which completes the mirror quest. And since we're level 26, that unlocks both the types of battleships. Even though I haven't actually built, yeah. And a non-refundable uniform deposit. Perkins, get in here. Yes, sir. Perkins, Percival came here looking to hire a skilled soldier to assist in his latest expedition. But since he couldn't afford that, he's getting you instead. Right. That makes more sense. Come now. We're to set off for the Boar Badlands immediately. I don't know what kind of accent to give this guy. Hey Floyd, one of the local frontier towns, what was it? Trotbeck? Burnmoth? Recoil Ridge? Scarborough, right? I think that's the name of it. Yeah, one of those. Oh my word, we should send medical aid at once. And so, time to produce disinfectant for the first time. Still got a lot of mirrors to build. 2 of them to be exact. Or I don't know if it's 2 of them or 1 of them, but you saw it in the little quest dialogue pop up there, obviously. Or hopefully. So let's get rid of this raider encounter, because it's the same encounter from the start of the last video. So presumably the same formation is going to do the trick. Well, maybe not exactly the same formation, but pretty close to the same formation. Separated by a space to prevent that guy, the guy who is basically their mortar artillery guy, from being able to hit all 6 units at once or something, which is generally, you know, pretty bad if the enemy can hit like all your units. So yeah, that's that. Soon enough, it will be into the naval stuff, though. And the naval stuff is pretty interesting, I'd say. You know, I mean, it's not too much different than the ground stuff. Or than the land stuff. Aside from the fact that it's boats, and there's a whole bunch of attacks that can hit anywhere on the board, no matter or whatever. Like on the ground or on the land battles, there's not much there's only a few units that can like hit the back line directly or ignore the blocking of units in front. Whereas with the Navy, there's like virtually an attack on just about every unit that can hit anywhere on the board. So that's that sort of thing. Oh, okay. I do wish that the encounters would not take up as much space. So I'm gonna take out the mammoths because they are, you know, cluttering the base. And you know, everyone knows that clutter is something that... something. Yep. Add in the wimp here for a little bit of free... or no, a little bit of SP gain. Not really, you know, farming the wimp expressly. It's just, you know, along for the ride. So if I was farming the wimp expressly, it'd be like, you know, 5 soldiers up in the front row with a wimp behind them or something. Or the 3 mini tanks with the wimp behind them, but no other units to kill stuff with. That sort of thing. Okay, and now it's time to collect the steel. Steel is like probably the most important resource in the entire game, honestly speaking. Just because of the fact that it's, you know, it's used in some buildings, but it's used in virtually every high tier vehicle, and it's used in every boat also. Which of course means that iron is also very important because you know, one of the key components to make steel out of. Coal is not quite as important. Like, yeah, it's used for steel, but that's the only thing it's used for. Whereas iron will be like used for a variety of things. So, aside from, I'd personally say that steel is the most important resource, and iron is like the second most important resource. I mean, I could very well be wrong, but you know, that is personal beliefs here on what's important and not. I mean, you can probably tell there. You can probably tell there that I do value iron because past me has it set up for 300 iron per hour. Lumber is a weird one. Like steel, I think it goes steel, iron, concrete, and then lumber. As far as like my personal resource preferences or something like that. Well, I mean, there's the other resource, gears, which is, you know, very crucial when you're going for it. But once you can kill the ancient construct or whatever, once you can get like a reliable, steady source of gears, they're kind of just like there, and you end up needing the steel for the vehicles more than you need the gears to go inside the vehicles. So got the lumber mill, upgrading it, which will be useful. I mean, it's always useful to upgrade your buildings. And now it's time to head over and do battle with some boars. So, maybe a lead on ancient ruins here. Gonna build a lab to produce some experimental boar pheromones and slather me in them. So use it. Well, I suppose we could do that. However, I was thinking we could just fight them off. Yep. Straightforward and relatively pain-free. Yeah, you know it's alright, so these are just yeah, this is just this. So we got Percival, the boxing guy. He's very good at punching. And then, you know, Perkins has a gun too, so. Oh yeah, Percival can stun units with his punching attacks too. That works out pretty well, I guess. Yeah. Can do some pretty good damage too. Yeah, the stun is pretty. Stun attacks are honestly pretty amazing. If I'm gonna be talking about them here, because they're just, you know, an attack you hit with the thing, and then you don't have to worry about that unit that's stunned attacking for a couple turns. Yeah. Well, looks like it only stuns for one turn, but nonetheless. Or did that even get stunned at all? I thought it got stunned. Either way, stun's pretty cool. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know if the triple attack is really all that useful here. The single attack just does a solid 70-ish damage, which I'd assume is good enough to one-tap some of these units. Again, find myself wishing we could take the XP or the SP that the heroes collect, or that the hero characters collect, and give it to our actual units that need the SP. How does he make punching pigs so fun? Self-propelled message filer. Sort of signpost for the ancients, if you will. It's in bad condition, but the message itself is still legible. What's it say? It mentions a massive vault used as a warehouse just to the northwest of here. Perkins, my boy, this is ancient ruins. What's the big deal about ancient ruins? Perkins, the ancients were an incredibly advanced civilization. Their technology was developed well beyond anything we have now. Why, if you even had an inkling, you'd fight your way through 1,000 boars for a chance like this. So we're going to this vault? You assume correctly. We'll set out immediately. Come, Perkins, adventure awaits. I feel like this guy has like a bit of a British accent or something. Although I'm no good at accents. And raiders. Perkins, listen to me. You can solve any problem in the world if you face it with courage. Do I really have to do that? Well, no, but 2 out of 3 is a respectable start. Alright. So we got some raptors here. Just gonna snipe them down one at a time. Perkins is actually a pretty good unit. It's just, you know, I did it! Haha! Ooh, look at him go! Superb work, Perkins! Turns out we were just in time. Sounds like these raiders have been trying to crack open the vault. Watching all these raiders running after raptors reminds me of that one time Floyd tried to give Mr. Furface a bath. Looks like we're still going. There's still some raiders near the vault door. What do we do? Perkins, be quiet. Do you want to live your whole life this way? It's trembling coward? Too weak? No, of course not. Nothing clever. The time for reasons is over. We can't go around these brutes, so we're going to go through them. Now, follow me. So we gotta fight a couple of big raider encounters here. Which are likely to give us a bit more issue. Yeah, specifically because of the fact that they are way stronger than some random boars. Yeah, basically. Sniped at point blank range. Then we gotta pass. Deliver the punch. We gotta pass again and we can shoot it. And that is the end of that battle. And this one, we got the dudes riding raptors, which, generally speaking, are way stronger than the rest of these guys. Like, I'd honestly much prefer to fight a bunch of the normal guys instead of the raptor guys. Just because the raptor guys pack more of a punch in each hit. So Perkins should be able to take out the looks like we're hitting him with the triple punch and he's still not dying. So we're getting a little bit torn up here with these with having to pass our turns for Perkins to get his ammo back. But it's not too bad, it looks like. I mean, they definitely took more damage this time than versus the boars, but ha! What'd I tell you? Good show, Perkins. I can't believe I did that. Perkins, the world is shaped by bold men who have the determination to carve their own paths. Is Percival skipping? Well, certainly never thought something happier. Look at the impeccable condition of the vault door. Perhaps we needn't have worried. Looks like the raiders' efforts were no match for the ancients' craftsmanship. How are we going to open it? Yep, how are we going to open it? I think our only chance is to blow up the lock with some explosives, though I have no idea where we'll get them. Oh, have you not met Zoey? It's hard to get her to build something that isn't explosives. We'll just swing by the tool shop back at the outpost. Would you prefer intentional or accidental explosions? I'd probably prefer intentional explosions if, but yeah. However, tool shop is busy, tooling something else. I think we should, get the X ecosystem running. The first of many, shipments of lumber or whatever. And then, in the end here, this will be looking at the fact that we simply need one more level and some gears in order to get the tank killer, which is probably by far one of the best units in the game, or that can be accessed in the game. Anyways, that'll be all.